Let's have a look at this question. We are given that Taylor solves 7 math problems every hour. T represents the number of hours he spends working. Y represents the total number of problems he finishes. The question gives us a formula, y equals 7t. To fill in the table given, we just plug each number from the time column into y equals 7t. So, y equals 7 times 1 is equal to 7. Y equals 7 times 2 is equal to 14. Y equals 7 times 3 is equal to 21. And y equals 7 times 4 is equal to 28. Let's take a look at this table together. We have two variables, x and y, and we need to figure out the rule that connects them. Part A. To find the rule, we want to see how y changes as x goes up by 1. Look at the first row. When x equals 1, y equals 3.2. Let's see if we are multiplying x by something to get y. If x is 1, and we multiply it by 3.2, we get 3.2. That works. Check the rest of the table. Does this multiply by 3.2 rule work for the other numbers? 2 times 3.2 is equal to 6.4, yes. 3 times 3.2 is equal to 9.6, yes. 4 times 3.2 is equal to 12.8, yes. Since multiplying x by 3.2 works every single time, our rule is y equals 3.2 times x. Part B. Now that we have our rule, y equals 3.2 times x, we can find y for any value of x, even numbers that aren't on the table. The question asks, if x equals 10, what is y? Plug it into our rule. Y equals 3.2 times 10. Use the powers of 10 rule. When you multiply a decimal by 10, you just move the decimal point one spot to the right. Move the dot. 3.2 becomes 32. So, the value of y corresponding to x equals 10 is 32. Let's have a look at this question. We are going to find the rule, or equation that connects x and y. Since this is a linear relationship, we are looking for a rule in the form y equals mx plus b. Think of m as the slope, how much y changes for every one step x takes, and b as the starting point, where x equals 0. To find the slope, pick any 2 points from the table. Let's use the two easiest pairs. 2, 10 and 4, 16. Change in y. 16 minus 10 is equal to 6. Change in x. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Now divide 6 over 2. Our slope is 3. Now we know the rule looks like y equals 3x plus b. To find b, we just plug in one of our x and y pairs. Let's use 2, 10. Start with y equals 3x plus b. Plug in 10 for y and 2 for x. Multiply. 10 is equal to 3 times 2 plus b. Solve for b. Subtract 6 from 10 and you get 4. Our y-intercept is 4. Now put it all together. Y equals 3x plus 4. Let's take a look at this table together. We need to figure out the pattern between x and y to find that missing number. The easiest and fastest way to solve this is to look at how y changes when x goes up by 1. Let's look at the first 2 rows. When x is 2, y is 7. When x is 3, y is 9. Notice that when x increased by 1, y increased by 2, since 9 to 7 equals 2. This tells us that for every step x takes, y jumps up by 2. Now look at the row with the missing number. X goes from 3 to 4. That is an increase of exactly 1. Since we know y increases by 2 for every one step x takes, we just add 2 to the previous y value. So, the missing number is 11.